Hello Star Wars fam, and welcome back to yet another video. In this one, we're going to talk about a question many of us hardcore Star Wars fans have asked on several occasions. What if Order 66 failed? And in this video, we will find out what would happen. We all know the Emperor Palpatine gave the order of Order 66 just after Mace Windu died, and the transformation of Anakin into Darth Vader. The order was programmed into the clones' heads by way of an inhibitor chip which controlled their minds to take out the Jedi and serve the Chancellor. What we know today is the result of the rest of the events that took place and shaped the reality in the Star Wars universe. But as you know, we don't settle just for that, so let's take a ride into an alternative universe and take a look at what might have happened, or will happen, if the Order 66 fails. Jedi get decades of training to master the Force, and above all, their first and foremost abilities were to be able to sense their surroundings and feel any threats, such as when Anakin and OBI-WAN could feel the Cohounds, that attempted to poison Padme. The Jedi not being able to sense the complete 180 turn of the clones, raising their guns at them and firing, would have been enough of a shift in the Force, just as Yoda had felt, in order for them to escape or to have an advantage to fight back harder. The Jedi Temple events, however, would continue to play out the way they did, since Anakin was too powerful for any Jedi that has ever been in the temple before him. He would have then gone to Mustafar as ordered, while the rest of the clones would continue to take out the Jedi slowly, being killed one by more advancing Jedi. Floken would still be alive, and so would Sakura, Kiara, Mundi, Cinderleague, and the list goes on. The clones were a formidable force. However, the more powerful and more Force-possessed ones would sense the matter immediately after Anakin was ordered to Mustafar by Palpatine. Yoda would meet Obi-Wan at the raided Jedi Temple, and they would send a beacon out to all the survivors of Order 66. This is where almost the entire Jedi Council will return except Anakin, who has of course now become Darth Vader. And remember, this does not give Palpatine enough time to escape the city. It all happened in a couple of hours at max to execute. There is no way he could have heard it back from the commanders, and there are a few reasons for it. 1, they'd all be dead, and 2, he'd assumed they were all still carrying out orders. Yoda would send Obi-Wan and Ploken to Mustafar to seize and capture Anakin to be tried in the Galactic Court, while he would take Kiari, Mundi, Cinderleague, and Isla Sakura to confront the Emperor, while the remaining Jedi would dissipate to hunt down as many clones as they could. After telling Padme about what Anakin had done, he and Plo would sneak onto her ship until they landed on the fiery planet. Yoda and the Masters would fly to the Chancellor's office in Coruscant to once and for all bring an end to the Sith Lord, who had been right under the very noses for so many years. As Padme's ship landed, she stepped out to meet Anakin. When she looked up to see Obi-Wan and Plo standing in the opening of the ship's extended plank, their silhouettes almost godlike as the light cast a shadow illuminating their outline, embossed in the red blades of the red bubbling lava. Anakin yelled at Padme, choking her until Plo, who was much more quick to stop this, Obi-Wan jumped in the air and shot Force Judgment into Andre. This was Plo's equivalent to Sith Force Lightning, however not as powerful. It still hurt Anakin enough to stop his attack on Padme. As he let go, she stumbled backwards and ran into Obi-Wan. This angered Vader. What's even more is the betrayal he felt was compounded only with hatred. He couldn't even compare to the heat of the planet's melting core as he ignited his lightsaber in unison, and Plo, the battle began. Sidious frowned at Yoda as he watched his royal red guards fall to the floor. Yoda and the 3 Jedi Masters entered his office, all igniting their lightsabers. Palpatine tried to escape, knowing he was no match for 3 Masters and Grandmaster Yoda with no exit strategy. He turned to face them, telling Yoda, "Your arrogance blinds you," to Master Yoda, and ignited his lightsaber. He tried the same strategy as he had with Mace, and his legions of Masters thrusting his saber into Sakura's heart. As she laid on the floor, motionless, his speed was far too ferocious for them. Yoda jumped off the wall and flipped to block Palpatine's attack on Kiari Mundi, who went to strike Palpatine's head but missed and got paralyzed by a jolt of Force lightning. While he writhed on the floor, Yoda watched Drellig's head roll next to him. He was astonished by Palpatine's speed and precision, swinging as fast as he could and blocking just as hard. The two were evenly matched. Yoda sent Palpatine flying back with a strong force push, using this time to run to Kiari, who started to regain his consciousness. Once again helping him up to the two Jedi Masters, ran towards Sidious Anakin. Chloe used this advantage to shoot the most powerful amount of Force Judgment onto Anakin as he possibly could. Skywalker dropped to the ground, shrieking in agony as yellow thunderbolts crawled up his face body and bones like spiders and daggers for legs. Kenobi and stepped over him. Lightsabers an inch from his skull, they unanimously announced, "In the name of the Galactic Senate of the Republic, you are under arrest." Palpatine had no time left, and it was in just seconds that he had to decide which Jedi should he advance to. He was aware of the powers of Yoda and went for the weaker opponent. Yoda anticipated this quick enough to run up to Palpatine and flipping over him. Palpatine became confused and blocked Kiari's attack, then turned to block Yoda's when he was cut in half by the Grand Master laying on the floor, unable to move. His fate had taken the same turn of events as his apprentice Darth Maul, with Obi-Wan and Plo returning to the temple as Anakin sat in the back of the ship. Anakin would remain restrained as his yellow eyes stared in hatred at the Jedi Masters, who trying to figure out what to do with him, banishing him from the Council, in the temple stripping him of his Jedi status. The Galactic Senate appointed Bail Organa as Chancellor and moved to sentence Anakin to spend an eternity in prison once the security footage of the massacre at the temple that included the slaughter of younglings. Padme would survive, and her children Luke and Leia would be trained from infancy in the Jedi Temple. Two new Skywalkers eventually growing up to carry on the Jedi way. So what do you guys think? And did you enjoy the video? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to watch more videos like this one, hit the subscribe button and like the video. I will see you in the next one, and may the Force be with you.